So there was a bit of a backlash when Bill C-16, I think it is, from Canada was brought through because of, like, hey, pronouns, you're forced to use them, otherwise you could go to jail, blah, blah, blah. People were like, no, that's not going to happen. It's, it's only for the... all of a sudden now we have a teacher fired for refusing to use a transgender student's pronoun. Now, obviously, this is America, which is even more scary because, my freedom of speech. But at the end of the day, a Virginia high school teacher refused to use a transgender student's new pronouns has been fired for insubordination, according to the school system. So, West Point, Virginia, a Virginia high school teacher who refused to use a transgender student's new pronouns has been fired. News outlets reported that the West Point School Board voted unanimously Thursday to dismiss Peter Fleming after a 4-hour hearing that drew an overflow crowd. The school system said in a statement that Fleming was fired for insubordination. Over the summer, the 9th grade student's family informed the school system the student's the student's gender transition to male. Sorry, my bad. The student wasn't involved in Thursday's hearing. It's not suggested that the 47-year-old West Point High School French teacher deliberately referred to the student using female pronouns in the student's presence, but in the conversations with others. Say that again. It's not suggested the 47-year-old West Point High School's French teacher deliberately referred to the student using female pronouns in the student's present, but in conversations with other. So in other words, he was talking to someone else about the student, refused to use the pronouns in that situation, and has been fired. Wow, okay, interesting. Yeah. Witnesses described a slip-up, but when the student was about to run into a wall and Vladimir told others to stop her, oh my god, that's what he did, really? When discussing the incident with the administration, Vladimir made it clear that he would not use male pronouns, a stance that led to his suspension referral for disciplinary action. I can't think of a worse way to treat a child than what was happening, said West Point High Principal Jordan Hunchman, who testified that he told Vladimir to use male pronouns in accordance with the student's wishes. Vladimir told superiors that his Christian faith prevented him from using male pronouns for the student. Vladimir said he had a student in class the years before when the student identified as female. Vladimir's attorney, Shaw Jules, said his client offered to use the student's name and avoid feminine pronouns, but Vladimir said the school was unwilling to accept the compromise. The discrimination that leads to creating a hostile learning environment, the student had exposed that, the parent had exposed that, said West Point High Superintendent Laura Abid. They felt disrespected. Non-discriminatory policies were updated a year ago to include protection for gender identity, but didn't include a guidance on how gender pronoun use. According to Fleming's lawyer, Voles, who now notes Fleming has constitutional rights. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go for the school. I really don't, but let's keep going. One of those rights that is not curtailed is to be free from being compelled to speak something that violates your consciousness, Vile said. Fleming said he loves and respects all these students, but when a solution he tried to reach based on mutual tolerance was rejected, he was at risk of losing his job for having views held by most of the world for most of human history. That is not tolerance, Fleming said. That's coercion, and I would totally agree. Fleming is considering a legal appeal, but said he wants to consult with his attorney before announcing further steps. I have to research how we will do that. What would it entail? Fleming said. I don't think it's a serious question of First Amendment rights. Probably not. I would say, yeah. Equality Virginia and LGBTQ rights group said the situation reveals the need for statewide guidance that will protect all students from discrimination at school and be damned with freedom of speech. So what's the takeaway from all this? So look, at the end of the day, he did offer to use the name instead of the pronoun. So yeah, he's tried to meet him halfway, but it seems like the school wasn't interested in that. Look, it seems to me like it's like this principal's a bit of a Marxist. Sounds like this principal's a bit of a lefty, or to the far left extreme, and he wanted to make an example. He was offended by him not using the right pronouns. Look, yeah, man, if you see this video for some reason, somehow, some why, whatever, sue them. Just sue the crap out of them, and hopefully you win. I think you would have look, I'm not a lawyer, so please take that into consideration, but I think this would be a very good grounds to win. And I do think that you would have the law on your side. So yeah, I would definitely be suing the high school. Look, at the end of the day, yeah, I think this is disgusting. Look, at the end of the day, he said he wasn't going to use the pronouns. He was going to use the name. It sounds like when he originally said it, it was a slip-up, like, stop her, as in she's about to run into a wall. So, what, now you just basically got to go through and let kids run into a wall because you're afraid they might be wrong pronouns? How crazy does this get? Like, at the moment, Twitter is banning people for using the wrong pronouns. So basically, if I was to change my bio on Twitter to I identify as an attack helicopter and my pronouns are whoosh, and technically if someone doesn't use the right ones, they could be banned from Twitter. Now, obviously, depending on whether Twitter would actually enforce that, that's another matter. But yeah, but that's how crazy thing is actually getting. And look, yeah, the left have to realize that not everybody is going to agree with you. Not everybody agrees with your fucked up way of viewing society. And at the end of the day, you're just going to have to admit that or live and bear with the fact that some people just won't refer to you having different pronouns than what you're born with. You know, I know it's a shock, I know it's a horror and everything like that, but at the end of the day, not everybody is going to agree with the far left. Like, yeah. But anyway, but guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you believe this teacher should have been fired? Do you believe he should sue them? Do you think he should have been given his job back? Do you think this is a matter of freedom of speech, or do you think that this is going... I think there's also a law against going against someone's religious views. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new, channel welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.